The Labour peer, who is widely tipped to be the UK's next ambassador to the US, said the Reform leader could be a bridgehead. A Labour grandee has urged Sir Keir Starmer to use Nigel Farage to boost ties with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Lord Mandelson said the Reform leader could be a bridgehead to the US president-elect and the billionaire businessman. The Prime Minister has been embroiled in an ongoing war of words with Mr. Musk, while he was also left scrambling to build bridges with Mr. Trump after his election win following past criticism by Labour politicians. Lord Mandelson, who is widely tipped to be the UK's next ambassador to Washington, was speaking on the Times podcast How to Win an Election. The Labour peer described it as unwise for the UK to ignore Mr. Musk, adding, "If I were the government here, I'd be asking the embassy in Washington, D.C. to find out who his other British friends are." Who are they all? And they've got to be used, I think, as a bridge to Musk. And so that's what I would do. You know, swallow your pride, find out who his friends are and try and get into those networks. You cannot just continue this feud indefinitely. You've got to get over it. He's got to be reintroduced to the British government. And one good way of doing that might be through some of his British friends, even if they are not, as I say, you know, bright red supporters of the Labour government. Asked if this could include Mr. Farage, the Labour peer said, "Yes, I would include Nigel Farage. I mean, you can't ignore him. I mean, he's an elected member of parliament, he's a public figure. He's a bridgehead, both to President Trump and to Elon Musk and others. You've got to be pragmatic, practical about this." Asked at the G20 summit in Brazil whether he would follow advice from Lord Mandelson to cease the feuding, the Prime Minister said, "I make no comment about appointments." In relation to relations with the US, obviously it is an important relationship for us. Historically, the US-UK relationship has been a special relationship for a reason, forged in difficult circumstances and as important today as it has ever been. In forging that relationship, I have obviously spent time with President-elect Trump back in September when I was in New York and we had dinner together, and then spoken to him on the phone. I think that is right in terms of building a relationship as we go forward.